Hello and welcome to C2 Sky. This is Marvel's Strike Force. Now, I've been playing this for about 2.5 months. Working my way up here. Gotten a little bit of a nice roster going. I've been mainly farming a few of the characters that in other videos are listed as being, in that demigod tier to help me push through some of the content and help, rank up the skills and abilities of some of these other characters. Now, some of the ones I had there were ones that are listed in the upper tier of characters, and some not so much, but that's because some of these campaigns here, Villains United, you can only use villains in. So, can't use the God tier heroes if they're not able to run the campaign. Even some of these challenges, only certain types of characters can be ran in. So you got to kind of work on getting quite a few different characters ranked up so that you can maximize what you're getting out of the challenges. But yeah, mainly for the last good month, just been farming character shards, trying to get gear to, rank them up, get the necessary items here in order to improve their attacks. And we're getting there. It's a pretty fun game. Definitely a little bit different. I like the turn base. Kind of gives you a chance to look away and do something else while still playing. So that's always good. We got the arena here. Take your champs in and gives you an option of who you want to fight. You can see your rank and your power up at the top versus their power and their rank. So depending on how high of a jump you want to try to take, or if you just want to go by what the power is. And of course you can also just look at the characters, see which ones you feel like fighting more than any others. And you got the blitz over here. This is pretty good. The more characters you have, the more you can run the blitz. Obviously, these characters reset, I believe it's every 5 hours. So you see I got quite a few here, but, a lot of this I haven't done anything with any of these, so I wouldn't want to bring them in here and just get them stomped on for no reason. But overall, it's pretty interesting. It's fun. The abilities and the rewards you get for the daily objectives. I've been hitting those. I think I've only missed one day out of the 2.5 months I've been playing of getting all of the rewards for the daily. That's not too bad. They're not terribly hard to get, and of course once you have good enough team that you can just kind of hit the auto win and roll through some of the fights, that definitely makes it a bit easier. So I come in here and I want to try to find some gear. It gives me all the options of what I need to up that gear is listed, and you can see I've already ran through these two in the middle all the way, the 10 possible chances I had there and the 5 in that one. See, I think I've got one. I can do this, so we just bring in a team here. Usually I just go with the auto win, get my rewards. Do that until I've got what I need to rank up a piece of gear, or if I'm trying to find character shards, just do it that way. Now you can choose your setup of how you want the characters to stand in there. There is some logistics behind that as far as who is able to dodge and evade, to break up some chain attacks and all of that. So I'm just going to run through this here real quick, and looks like I'll probably be taking some of these out on one attacks, but yeah, you can pick who you want to go at. Wham, wham, and she just wiped that out. Down in the bottom left, you can see how many enemies are remaining, and that way you can choose what, a little bit of tactics on who you want to attack and how you want to go about doing it. But as you can see, every character's got their own little different attacks as far as if it just attacks one person, if it attacks multiple. And how powerful the attacks are, and obviously the higher you rank one up, the better the attack is going to be and cause damage. And there you go, there's one fight. Of course, I wrapped up the speed there a little bit. I started doing that and kind of found that the ×1 speed just is not where I want to run any of these fights anymore. ×1 is a little too slow now, but it's good to get started. You get to watch the attacks and how that all plays out. Again, you get your milestones. These change from time to time. Well, right now I've got, to spin gold, so I'll be doing that my next day when that starts. Ranking up a character, attaching gear, upgrading that stuff. It all uses the gold, and you'll run through gold really quick, especially once you get up into the 50 range of your level. The training ability here takes quite a bit more than it did at the beginning. So as you can see, you train your characters up. You can train their level up to what your level is, and you use all these little training pieces of equipment and everything here, and it'll just go through and show you what it's going to use, how much gold, go through that, and obviously the higher that is, the higher the power is going to be. Easy. That's about it. I haven't done much in alliance raids just because our alliance is just the two of us, so you can't do a whole lot with 2 players in an alliance, but we're not really not working on that part of it yet. We're just messing around, having fun with it, and of course you buy your orbs and you get the orb shards through the questing and doing all that. And of course, some of these you could only get, certain quests doing certain things. But overall, pretty good. Of course, if you want to throw money at it, you always have that option. I'm sure they will not stop you doing that. And your supplies, this changes. It refreshes, or you can pay some of those cores to manually refresh it. Go through. It's another way to get some of that gear. Maybe you don't have energy. You're one of these improved encoded data is away from even able to rank somebody up and upgrade their gear and their tier level. And so you just come in here, grab that, and be done with it. And you do get energy refresh every good couple hours. I want to say it's about 5. Yeah, I think so, somewhere around there. It gives you 80 energy, just to get back in there and keep going. Of course, your energy, you can just watch that go up one every few minutes as well. And you can also, purchase more energy for some of these little refills and You see I'm at 420 of 450. So tomorrow I'll end up refilling that because some of the daily objectives do give you these energy refill points that you can use. So I'll end up using up some of those tomorrow. That way, that when I hit my daily objectives, I don't go over that 450. But overall, nice little fun game here. I'm sure there's a lot more we could be doing with the alliance raids and doing all that. We have jumped into one just to kind of check it out. It is pretty interesting. For lower alliance, we would need 3-4 people. You could get some of the lower stuff done in there from what we saw. And then, of course, every month you get, some of these events, and it gives you got all this that you can just do by yourself. You just run through all this as far as you can make it with what you've got. And then, of course, at the end here, it gives you the chance for the raids, which you would need the alliance for. But, so there you have it. Quick little overview. Good little game. Keeps you trying to push forward with a lot of these rewards. You can, it helps you just kind of keep going, getting new things. The heroes, if you do these premium orbs, again, it's a random thing. You don't get to really pick who you're getting out of these. The only way to really choose who you're getting character shards from is to farm there you go, see 15 Yondu. Farm the characters that have their shards in the pass in the campaign. So in the Heroes Assembled, Villains United, both have Hawkeye potential. So that's one way. You have to grind through those, do what you can. You're not going to get shards for that hero every time, and sometimes you're going to get a lot more than you did the last time. So you just got to work at it, find out who you like. It's pretty fun just seeing what all the different characters do, how they interact, watching their attacks is pretty fun as well. So definitely something to check out as we get a little bit higher up here and get into some more of the higher end stuff, or if we actually start doing some of the alliance stuff, I'm sure we'll show you something on that as well. But there you have it for now. So there is Marvel Strike Force. Play it, see what you think, get into it, and that's the best thing you can do. All right, we'll see you later.